Please join with me, brothers and sisters, in extending a warm Washington, D.C. celebration.
Welcome back.
Tone.
Yeah. Episode what? Point eight, baby. BlvckBroadway. We in the building. Yeah, man. Got my co-host, co-pilot, keeper of the flame, one and only. We on Bronson, man. That's what's up, man. Right. Yeah, we on fire. Episode 8.8. That's how I told y'all we weren't gonna stop. Very special episode tonight. Very special guest, very honored, privileged, the host, the one and only, Mr. Tony Lewis Jr. Shout out to you, Tony. What's up, man? Yes, sir. Alright, we in the building, y'all. One time. BlvckBroadway. Yeah. Alright. So, yo, once again, we are back. Episode 0.8, BlvckBroadway, man. It's good to be here, man. It feels good, yo. Man, we just made it, yo. We're back at Wise Owl Club, which is something like home turf, you know what I'm saying? It just feels right up in here, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got my fancy mic attachment up, you know what I'm saying? It's all working, you know what I'm saying? We fired on all cylinders, man. Everybody got drinks, we pulled up. Yo, we got some guests in the house right now in the gallery, you know. Geronimo James, I see you right there, yo. Shout out Courtney, she's in the house. All right, yo. And also, you know, we got a little visual component to the program today, yo. You know
Yeah, don't look at the camera though.
Yeah, I'm not gonna stay in the camera. I'm not gonna go on Ricky Bobby on you, but yo, we live. You know what I'm saying? You gonna see what's up, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I be putting outfits together. Like, you know, I gotta let people know sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Stop. I'm chilling. Like, you ain't gonna see me on the gram and dying like a thought. Like, taking, like, you know what I'm saying? You're not gonna see me out here taking mirror selfies and nothing. But yeah, you know. Hey, cool. You know, we got a program. We can start a little bit, yo. So with that being said, man, yo, we gotta shout out everybody that listened to BlvckBroadway that tuned in last week, that liked and subscribed and checked in. Man, it was a lot of love last week, man. The Vibes episode was, you know, was popular.
I heard a lot of good things about that episode.
A lot of good things, man. Shout out the one and only Dula Dion, man. She was, you know, a gracious host. Yo,
definitely.
The food was lit. We didn't even talk about the
shrimps
food.
and raviolis.
She made this whole shrimps, like just like a whole bowl of shrimp. Like I was feeling like Pepsi out there, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like a whole bowl of shrimp, man. Just like mad asparagus and yeah, the couscous was cool too. So you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was couscous.
It was couscous, yo. It was all good. So yo, man, shout out to Dion, shout out to everybody that tuned into the Vibes episode, man. We see you out there in the Netherlands and Moscow and
wow.
You know, what, brand new international, yo. We see you in Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? We see y'all everywhere, for real, man. BlvckBroadway, we up. So, man, yo, last week was you know, an exceptionally active week. You know what I'm saying? A lot of shit went down last week. It was cool, man. You know, I like to kind of like give everybody that listen to BlvckBroadway like an insight on what goes on in DC for real. Like what the real people is doing in DC. Like, you know, it ain't like back in the day where, you know, we had go-go culture and it was just so insulated that like it wasn't nobody who wasn't from anywhere, you know, at a go-go. You know, it's not something that out of towners you just find. You're not going to just find yourself in the icebox and shit like, you know what I'm saying? You're not just going to stumble in there. But you know, it's a different time and day in DC now, and like it's a lot of people from everywhere. And we, you know, we always been a fun town to hang out in. It's always been dope spaces to go and dope parties to go to. But now it's like a lot of people from everywhere. And they need to know, yo. So like all this week we had Solar Sunday. Don't miss the next one. It's going to be at Marvin Gaye Park at Foot and Division in Northeast. Marvin Gaye Park on Sundays. This is Dula Dion event too, man. So shout her out. Yeah, every second Sunday of the month, we have Solar Sundays, and it's crazy. Like, Marvin Gaye Park, you got DJ RBI, DJ Hobb, DJ Paul Howard, a lot of dudes spinning a lot of different mix for free. You know, kids, you come out vendors, you know what I'm saying? You can bring all types of bring food. Y'all bought food last time. I was out there grilling. They had the fire, I had the food. So it was tight. everybody that was out there, that, you know, everybody that has anything to do with that, man, keep it on pushing. And every second Sunday, all summer, we're going to go on winning too. Every third. Well, we're going to keep it every third, every fourth. I think it's every third.
Every other.
Every other. Is it every other? It's every second? Same thing. So, yeah. What are you doing to me? Yeah, listen. Let me get these events off, bro. I mean, these shout outs off real quick. Absolutely. Last week was the week of litness with the Rock Creek Social Club. They had us going all week, yo.
The week of litness.
The week of litness. It was stupid. Like Tuesday night, it was U Street Music Hall, Rock Creek Social Club, 5-year anniversary, craziest party ever, craziest story ever. We got good. Gee, we got a story? Oh, we got a good story for that.
I wish I could have got the camera on that face.
Son, everybody got a story from that night. Like, it was crazy. It was just a good vibe. It was like, you remember Recess? When they used to do Recess Tuesdays down by the Monument? Yeah. Same crew. So it was 5-year anniversary of that.
I was supposed to come to that.
Yo, you should have been there.
I was supposed to come.
I got dressed and everything.
Hey, listen, I know how it be, yo. It was, let me just say it was a lot.
It was good things.
It was good things, man. It was fun. And then, you know, the party continued because it's anniversary week. Why not go hard? Heist. And they do Heist every Wednesday. You know what Heist is? You ever been there? Yeah, Heist on K Street. Connecticut. Pardon. It's Connecticut. Right off Connecticut. Yeah, it used to be Fly. Exactly. That little spot is, you know what I'm saying? It's like always a little cool, low-key party going on in there.
Nice,
you know, it's a nice little intimate party. So yeah, it went up on Wednesday. So that was Wednesday. And then what did we do? Oh, Saturday was another edition of Grilled Cheese Social at Marvin. That was a situation. It was out of control all week. Rock Creek Social Club had us in the headlock, yo. Shout outs to Scooty, Jess, Hayes. Shout outs to the homies, man, for real. They had the streets on lock, man. Shout outs to Jerome too, man. It's Jerome's birthday this week, man. Jerome Baker III, one of the illest DJs in the city. Jerome Baker, man, that's my man, yo, for real. He walked out at Heist last night. I went over there, I had to go through, show love, man. We had to pour up a couple of shots. Good dude, man, yo. Definitely a guy. He wants to come on the podcast, he said, for the specific intent of defending his Hampton Pirates from some slander that we threw their way. You know what I'm saying? Like, look.
Oh, the HU controversies.
Hey, he was on there one day, we was talking, you know. We was just talking, we was like, yo, man, this man be out here talking about that's the real HU. That's disrespectful, man. I didn't even go to Howard, but like, come on.
In Washington, D.C., that's a little...
we not even going to play like that. But he going to defend the Hampton Pirates, and don't get them twisted. We got love for some Pirates. We just not going to let y'all do that.
One of my good men, my man Silas Grant, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, I know Silas Grant, absolutely.
Dog,
all right.
Yeah. Cool, yeah. But he went to Hampton, so he... You know, he on that same time.
Hey, man, I got some good brothers from Hampton, man. But you know, we just not gonna let y'all run in these streets all crazy. Like, we not gonna
go too far.
Yeah, don't go too far, bro. Just let them rope that in.
Homecoming is pretty. There's something going on. What? No, that's not this week.
Nah, that's just
early.
Nah, it ain't heard homecoming season. You know what season it is right now? It's freshman party season.
Yeah, but you know what I got confused. We was talking about the 10-10, the march.
The March Justice or Else. Absolutely. 20th year anniversary of the Million Man March.
Right, and Hampton's homecoming is the same weekend. That's why that's in my mind.
Hey, stop it. Yeah. Okay, well, you know, we'll see. You know what I'm saying?
What y'all gonna do, Hampton?
What y'all gonna do, Hampton? You know, homecoming or else. For real, nah, man. 20 years deep though with the Million Man March. That's big. I remember going to the Million Man March 20 years ago.
I don't know. I was there.
I was definitely there.
But I was on restriction for antics.
You was on restriction for the Million Man March?
My antics was heavy in high school.
I would have made your ass go, man.
That seemed like that would have been
that was the main thing I wanted to do. So mom was just like, nah, don't do that. And I was like,
Bruh, I'm not even gonna lie. Straight up, that day, you know, for real, is the day I met the most rappers and people I looked up to at that point in my life.
Yeah.
Like, that shit was nuts. Like, I turned around, I was like, oh shit, it's Lord Jamar. Oh shit, it's Redman. Oh shit, there's him over there. I saw Russell Simmons, I saw everybody down there. So I remember that 20 years ago. Yo, it was a very big thing. You gotta be there this year.
No, I'm gonna be there.
You gotta be the first one there.
All types of things.
Yeah, yo, you gonna be good, man. It's gonna be. I hope it's gonna be as big of an experience as it was last time. You know what I'm saying?
It should be bigger. I mean,
you know,
it's more ways to spread things this time.
But you know, I don't know. I got a little mixed emotions about it. I love this happening, but I just think it should be the atonement piece that the first one represented. I think it should be more on that. We ain't atoned yet.
I agree. I agree.
So
that's still, you know, we got unresolved issues.
Yeah,
like
we can't all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. And
I feel like it's gonna be for sure. Just for sure.
I think it is.
It is gonna be one of those real events.
This may sound crazy. I love the minister and all that, but like, you know, 80-year-old man ain't led nothing in the history of time. And what I mean by that is that if you want to galvanize young people, it got to be young people leading it. You know, that's one of the problems I think in our community. Honestly, man, we got a problem passing the torch. Instead of we don't want to stop. We don't want to be wise men and advisors. We don't want to do that. We want to stay. We want to stay until we die.
Tony came to drop gems, y'all. Stay tuned, okay? Like we just getting started out here. Tony came to drop gems, y'all. This is Mr. Tony Lewis Jr., author of the #1, I think, in the hood. This joint is platinum in the hood, son. Like, straight up and down. It's niggas that I know don't read. Just read this joint, yo. Straight up. I mean, like, son, when you start reading books, you my man. When you start reading books, son. I love it. And listen, I read every second of it, yo. And for real, I'm really, like, excited to have this brother in the building. Just for BlvckBroadway as a podcast, you know what I'm saying? This was a big get. This is like, you know what they say in the industry, like, this is a get. Like, we had to reach out to you and you were so receptive. And like I say, yo, you came to drop gems. See, you dropping the joints effortlessly, yo. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to keep the party rolling for real. But like, before we even get into Tony Lewis and the Gem Factory over there right now, what we going to do for real is talk about I want you to chime in on all of this too, because this is unlimited territory right here. Like, you know, what y'all be talking about for a second? Is that what we call our segment? Yeah. We're going to talk about what y'all talking about for a second. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Just for a second. We ain't going to call too long. Shit. And what we really going to spend a second on real quick, right off the top. All right. Man, Jared, man. Like, man. Like, I mean, we already, like, once you know, the allegations came out, right? I think everybody was instantly like, oh, he did that. Yeah. Nah, he's about that life. He just looked, you know what I'm saying? He about that perk. When the FBI came to, if the FBI come to your crib and take your computers, it's a wrap. The FBI don't take losses. They don't embarrass themselves. The FBI doesn't not get convictions. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's not how they operate. So they came to your crib and they got your hard drives. There's something on them joints. Right. And all that was something that they needed to finish building their case, because the case was already built. So anyway, once I seen that go down, I knew that he was dead ass wrong, and I knew he was involved in all of that shit. Yeah. And then, like, now, just this week, this week, Jared Fogle pled guilty to charges of having sex with a minor, possession of child pornography, and intent to distribute child pornography. Like, yo, this is like the most foul shit you could go to jail for.
Didn't he solicit the sex?
I guess there's solicitation involved.
I read something, he was like, he told one of the girls, like, the younger the better. The ill part for me was like, you know, max he could face is 12 years.
For real?
And young dudes in neighborhoods like the ones.
And let you try to move a brick out here. You gonna do this time,
think
son.
about that, man.
Right. See, I always think about that.
That's
like,
a race thing. That's a class thing.
Absolutely. When you're trying to change tax brackets, if you do that without giving the government their due and proper, you're gonna pay for that, bro. That's literally.
And but when
when
you
try
told that kind of like that, you know, a young guy selling crack.
Right. He's just trying to elevate his social status.
They take that, that's completely, his humanity is taking away everything.
Yeah, they take your humanity for wanting upward mobility.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just because you want upward mobility.
Survival, right?
Yeah, or even just survival. We can break it down there, but I think the more true version of the picture is upward mobility.
Yeah, I agree.
We all want shit.
Sure.
And that's why we do
young
shit.
men, right?
Young men.
Right, young men.
You want to have it while you're young.
You know what I'm saying? Even in your decision making, right? So you're kind of fueled by different things as a young man. You make dumb decisions.
And the shit that you want is overpriced and all of that dumbness.
But you could prey on children. You know
right, and only do 12.
And
maximum
back in a second.
You might be back out here. And they're going to protect you. And they're going to protect you when you in there. Because if anything happened to you while they in there, you in there, that's they ass. That's what a lot of people don't understand about prison. You're not supposed to be getting hurt in prison and shit.
They're not. They're responsible for you.
They're responsible for you. You are officially a ward of the state. You state property, yo. Like, and they supposed to protect you.
The country and his state, you know, it's a
federal thing.
But he got a, you know, part of his plea, I think he's supposed to get like $100,000 to each victim.
I heard something like he was supposed to like immediately start serving a sentence of like 5 years. Like that's the first number I heard, and I was just like, the fuck?
If he took that plea, trust me, bro.
They broke him all the way there. Yeah, his time gonna be light, and it's gonna be somewhere where he can't get hurt. And when he reemerge, he gonna be labeled a sex offender, all of that. But ain't nobody gonna know who. I wouldn't know who the fuck Jared Fogle was if he came in anyway. Right, and he got a bankroll, which they ain't take.
He ain't gonna be like the guys I work with every day trying to get. He gonna try to go get a job.
Nah, he gonna be straight.
Hey, son, see now, this is why I wanted you in on this new shit, because this is how I feel about the shit that y'all be talking about. So I'm glad we finally got a guest in here so we can really, really go in on this shit, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no doubt.
For real. So like this, okay, in this perv box, because we want to get all the pervs out of here. We want to get the pervs out of here in the top of the news. You know what I'm saying? Get them out of here. So the next story in the perv bag is this whole Ashley Madison jump off. Like Ashley Madison was hacked by some vicious, like, predatorial, they for profit. They not anonymous. They out for profit. They was out for blood. They attacked Ashley Madison, was like, look, you know, 40 million and the kid gets it. You know what I'm saying? Ashley Madison bluff. Ashley Madison tried to call their bluff and they got it. You know, with the cherry on top. And the craziest part is you got spouses all over. I mean, this is being issued in a serious way. Like, yo, check Ashley Madison. Make sure you know your people's good. Like, and people doing it. But my thoughts is like, why would you log in to cheat? Like, what the fuck kind of lame ass life is that? What, you logged in with Facebook? I can get it on this site, my nigga.
That's probably how they got them though. Like, log in with Facebook.
What's wrong with you?
And then everything just tied in together.
I don't have that much faith in technology to think that like something like that is going to be somehow safe or anonymous. So that's a dumbass move anyway. And then guess who got caught up in the Ashley Madison fiasco? Your boy Josh Duggar.
Yeah.
Yo, have you heard about this?
Yeah, that's the dude from
not only the dude from 19 and Counting, whatever, the former TLC reality show, but also the dude who just maybe like 5 months ago was like coming off of allegations, and not only allegations,
with his sisters.
With his sisters, same one.
Oh, yeah, was a lot of. I thought,
bruh, the same dude. I swear, I said that same thing when I seen the story come across my timeline. I was like, nah, not the same dude. I had to actually Google this motherfucker and was like, is that the same? That's the same one. He's a fucking deviant. We need to put it together. Yo. And then it's always the deviants who be all trying to Jesus you down.
Right, he was trying
he was trying to Jesus us down. Like he was a part of. No, he was like a director of this organization called the Family Research Council or something like that. FRC, right? So he was a former director of the FRC. The FRC is the most vicious propaganda machine ever. All they do is like Family values this. America's morality that. That's why such and such is not doing good in the hood because of, not having good homes and not having morals and they let their children, and which while, some of that, it might have some truth and substance to it, but who are you? And what are you doing? What are you doing? Like, and that's the same dude, family. Right? Same
touching your sisters.
He said, as an adult, he developed an addiction to pornography, which led to him being unfaithful to his wife by getting over Ashley Madison.
And now he's sorry.
And now
he's sorry and ruined his life.
Here's the quote. Here's the headline quote. I've been the biggest hypocrite ever. Fuck out of here.
Yeah. That's the PR move, right?
Yeah, that's the PR move. Man. Fuck out of here. We don't want to hear that shit.
Yeah,
you're done. You really need to be in a jail somewhere, but you got that guap, so we see what's happening.
Yeah,
you really need to be in a jail or at least a program. Like, can we get this man in the program? Hey, Tony, can we get this man in the program? Can we get this social science?
The cheat on your wife thing.
Okay.
I ain't gonna, but that,
right, we're not condoning it.
But it happens. That thing with your sisters and all that.
Yeah,
but two things combined to show you ain't got no self-control when it comes to sex. You kind of
he all the way out there. He's all the way out there.
He's all the way out there.
No control.
But it's so whack because it's like, this is a dude who at one point in time was held up to America. It's like, look at this guy. He's a great guy. He's with a great family. They're really wholesome. They show your kids. You know what I'm saying? I wish America would stop idolizing people, man. The wrong people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wish we would stop putting people on pedestals as a country because all they going to do is disappoint us. We humans. Like, I don't expect shit from Jared Fogle or Josh Duggar, but there's a whole legion of people who do, which is the reason why this is even news. You know what I'm saying? Like, who the fuck is Jared Fogle to me? Like, he lost 265 pounds, walk with Jared, love America, he's great. I was like, come on, man. Like, we're not even celebrating the right qualities in a person. Like, we don't know who Jared is. All we know is as a person. We don't know who Josh Duggar is as a person. Like, we don't, and we keep on idolizing these people, all we know, and all we know is their product. And here's the wild thing about their product. Their product, one, ain't really personal. Like, Jared Fogle ain't making no sandwiches.
Nah, he's not gonna make it.
You know what I'm saying? No. Right. And Josh Duggar, like, in the Duggar family, it's not really like they trying to, like, let you know who they are. They're just like, we got 19 kids.
We deep.
We deep. We out here. Check us out. What the fuck is that? Like, it's nothing that's impressive or nothing that's, like, exciting about any of that. So, like, and in other news, like, I want to really segue from out of these pervs into people that's been really out here doing good shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to leave the politicians alone this week, man. I'm exhausted.
That's cool.
Trump, and you're exhausting me, B, which is make America great again. Every other day you got beef. I'm tired. Yo, I'm just tired. I can't, I can't with God no more. But I tell you what was really lit, and this is like some DC shit, but it's also like even some East Coast. He went to New York and did a concert too. But Stevie Wonder had a pop-up concert in Washington D.C. on what was that, like Monday morning? Monday morning. We was working. We was working on the logo, and man, I'm on my way out to. It was Andrews Air Force Base.
Yeah, we was out by Air Force Base.
You know, we from the city, like, you drive Berlin, you be like, I'm out here, like, and by Andrews Air Force Base, like, I have never been out here.
I was out there sad, my little cousin had a birthday. When we gonna get to this?
When we gonna get there? Why we on
20 minutes from real
We've been on this road forever, dog. But we out there, like, I knew I had to ride out there, so, I was expecting it, but it was still long.
Yeah, Stevie had
us out there while we was doing that. He had it while I was on the road. I was mad. I was like, I should turn around and go to RFK, but nah, I kept going down the path I was going, but it was so tight. He was only expected to come out and play 2 songs. He ended up giving people like a 30, 35 minute performance. Like, he went all like higher ground and I mean, that big, you know what I'm saying, feel it all over. He went big tune CV. You know what I'm saying? Pull up. Yo, he went hard on this out there, man. So, legend. And Janelle Monáe also came in and blessed the city with a pop-up concert. You know what I'm saying? You know, she's heavy. I don't want to even throw out this whole Black Lives Matter. One day, you know, I study that extensively a little bit. Like, that's my social media study. These Black Lives Matter people. I found them interesting. So, you know, but Janelle Monáe is kind of by extension a part of that. And she's like doing a lot of good work. And she has a platform. So like she can actually say some shit and like it gets a little further than, you know, other people. And like, I mean, but even she has her limits. Did you see the clip of, she was talking on Good Morning America, she got to going off into a little tangent about, you know, Black Lives Mattering and stuff. And they was like, hey, whoa, we're going to commercial. And it was,
no, you're not surprised though.
No, I mean, just, you know, but you know, you gotta seize the day. like just the fact that happened wakes some people up. You know, it might have shook some people up. Like, goddamn, they really cut her off. Like, I didn't just imagine that really happened. So like, it just lets you know that like, man, things are real out here. Like, you know, everybody that's involved in the movement and all of that, and that's pushing it forward, just whatever platform you got, use it, work it. And her and Stevie both did that this week, popping up in the city, letting it be known. And Stevie flew up to New York in the evening and did it in Central Park. So, yeah, he was just blessing the people, you know? Blessing all the trap niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? Stevie was straight up.
Old ladies on my block, Stevie Wonder over the arm.
Hey, did they go? Did they get up?
One lady said she rode a bike over there.
I love it.
That's what I said.
Hey, I love it. Yo, get out there and go. Because, I mean, for real, like, when else you going to see Stevie for the 3,000? Like, that's not happening. Yo, that ain't happening. He's coming back in, like, October for Songs in the Key of Life tour. Like, that's going to be, you know, Verizon Center joint. That's going to be
that's not going to be free.
That's not going to be free.
Somebody from Hill or something.
Yo, I swear, yo, I met Stevie Wonder at Blue Now on the Ave, on Georgia Avenue.
Crazy.
It was crazy.
Hey,
Stevie
wow,
Wonder was in there with two dudes, and he had on a cool ass shirt that like said something cool. I can't remember what it said, but he was in there with two dudes, and there was some lady, and they were just in Blue Now, and you know they have a relationship. Like this ain't Stevie first time at Blue Now. Like, Blue Now, if people don't know, is a health food store that's located on Georgia Avenue. It's right on Georgia, and what do I want to say, like Columbia, maybe Harvard, Georgia and Harvard. It's right off like Georgia and Harvard, between Harvard and Gresham. They've been there, man, all my life, and they've been selling all the herbs and natural medicines. You go through and get spirulina power, you know what I'm saying, blackstrap molasses. You can get all of that straight out of jar with an old dude with great dreads giving you the full understanding of what it is that you're about to put in your body and what it's going to do and all that. And I seen Stevie Wonder in there. Like, which let me know he about his health, he about his business. It was cool, man. Like, it was dope. He's a real, like, DC regular, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like kind of, I guess, like one of our, we got to be in the entertainment this week, you know what I'm saying? We talk about a little bit of entertainment. Before we get out of here, like, and go to break and all of that, we got to talk about how Straight Outta Compton, #1 movie, 2 weeks in a row, for real, you know what I'm saying?
They said they need more theaters, man.
Yeah, you heard how they was playing people with I did see them going the dude back. I didn't think nothing of it, though. Right. I really didn't. But I just was like, damn, they really did go with Homeboy back. Like, at the time, I wasn't having all these feelings of, you know, like, you know, discrimination. I just wanted to see the movie real quick. Like, but
I'd rather they do that than let the joint get shot up.
Somebody gonna shoot up the NWA movie.
Yeah, for what reason? I understand the parallel.
But what's the reason they shot up all other movies? It ain't no fucking reason. They just go in there and start shooting.
Yeah, it's just dumb shit. You're right, man.
Right.
Like,
but the thought is, so that's random. Versus you thinking the end of that movie would make somebody do it. You know? Like, I just understand the correlation.
Yeah, I would be like, nobody's gangbanging. Like, not out here at least. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was, and Universal spent a lot of money on that. They spent a lot of money on like promotion. I mean, not promotion, but they did spend a lot of money on promotion, but they spent a lot of money on like extra security for all of these movie theaters. It's ridiculous.
I mean, you know, they be using stuff like that to set precedent and bring in a new wave. That's how I feel.
And just make bullshit. You're right. I feel, but I'm gonna tell you, if you haven't seen Straight Outta Compton, go see it. Great movie, yo. 2 weeks #1 in the box office. Before we get out of here and we get into Tony Lewis Jr., the book, Slug, A Boy's Life in the Age of Mass Incarceration, and a whole bunch of other real shit, we got, man, send some real shout outs and rest in pieces, man. You know, we lost a couple of powerful people this week, you know what I'm saying? R.I.P., you know, first off, I want R.I.P. Sean Price, man. Ruck from Helter Skelter, man. That was my guy, yo. Like, I'm a super hip hop head. So, like, at a time where we're gonna get into all that, where DC, rap, nigga, what? You like rap? Like, so, yeah, so like that was me all my life. Backpack, headphones, listening to everything, you know what I'm saying? And like, cats like, who's this guy? You know what I'm saying? So, man, Helter Skelter, the Nocturnal album, the whole Boot Camp clique, super influential in my life, man. We miss you, Sean Price, man. R.I.P., yo. And another powerful leader in the community, man. A lot of people don't know. If you don't know this guy's legacy, Google it, man. Yo, Julian Bond, former director of the NAACP, a really powerful guy, man. I had the privilege of meeting Julian Bond a couple of times in my life. You know what I'm saying? My dad's a reporter, man. I lived a charmed life in that sense.
Julian Bond would be here live.
Yeah, he was, DC, Washington National Headquarters of NAACP. He was out here. You know what I'm saying? My dad would be interviewing him, and I'd be in the room and say, hey, how you doing, young man? Real deep voice, super tall, super light-skinned, handsome dude, looked like, you know, a movie star or something, man. He was always mad cool, mad wavy, you know what I'm saying? Mad wavy. Julian Bond was wavy before niggas knew what being wavy was, yo. Straight up. He was waving during the civil rights movement, yo. You know what I'm saying? So, like, shout out, rest in power. Julian Bond, man, for real, yo. He did it all, man, for real. He really contributed to the culture, yo. So, on the other side of this break, man, we're going to talk Tony Lewis Jr. We're going to address, man, something else that I wanted to get at in the news, but we're going to get at that, like, in a whole nother way as Washingtonians. This spike in crime in the city, man. For real, man. This shit wild, man. And I was telling somebody, it's like, it's something to this. This weird. This ain't random. Like, this... it's something to this, man, for real. So, yo, thanks for listening to the BlvckBroadway podcast, man. Thank you for tuning in wherever you at. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with us, and we lit. BlvckBroadway podcast, episode 0.8. We'll be right back. Holla.